Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I've got a pretty big job I'm doing today. This is the basement area. I've done upstairs. I did a living room, dining room, and a family room and an office. So that's all complete. Oh, and a little area rug. And it's a pretty big house actually. And so now I'm just down the basement. I still haven't done the steps yet, but of course I pre-vacuumed everything and filled up the vacuum about 3/4 of the way. And so let's do the basement area here. The carpet is 12 years old. The basement area is not too badly worn, not compared to the upstairs anyway. So it's actually in pretty good shape. There's only a couple of marks that I have to deal with over there where the cat upchucked apparently, so I pre-treated those. I'll be hitting that in a minute. I'm just using an Ironman for this area. I did a hog's hair fiber pad followed by the Ironman upstairs because a lot more wear was visible, and the hog's hair really worked well up there, but I don't think it's needed for this area. Obviously they aren't using the basement all that much. So there was a cat puke right there and over there. And I put proxy on there, and usually that'll just get rid of the stain pretty easily. So, and I think it has done so already. I believe it's gone. So I shall continue forward. And again, I plugged in over here, and I'm working away from the plug and working forward so that I can see what's coming ahead of me and keep the cord from interfering with where I'm going. If I go backwards, then I'm constantly having to kick the cord out of the way. Actually, this is the third job of the day. I started about 1 o'clock with this job, and it's 3 o'clock now. It's going to take me probably about an hour or so to finish. It's just about $1,000 job. It's a pretty big job, actually. But it was my third job of the day. The first two jobs I had to not do because in both cases, they were viscose rugs, and they were the type of viscose rug that basically they're not cleanable because as soon as you get it damp, it'll distort the pile like crazy. Both of them actually had already been damaged with a spill on them, and one was a coffee stain, and the color itself was one issue, but the other issue was the pile was quite distorted. Even though the people, and both of them actually, the customer hadn't actually tried to get it out, but just getting it wet on some of these viscose rugs, the pile will distort, and you just from getting it wet, and you can't fix that. I've done them in the past, but they just don't turn out very well at all, and I'm basically telling people that I'm not going to be doing them anymore. It's just not worth doing for me to get $100 or whatever it is for it. and they paid, often I only paid maybe a couple hundred bucks for them anyway. And they often look really bad, and if there's any wear and tear on them, they just look terrible so rapidly, and very poor performing fiber. Let's come at it from the other way. I'm kind of binding my power cord here. There we go. But I am running into more of these viscose rugs now, and viscose blended with wool, which well, even makes it more unpredictable, I guess. Even running into viscose on furniture, and I'm talking about the sort of the velvety finish type stuff. And I don't know why they put this. Well, they sell it because people buy it, so, and they don't care about whether or not it's cleanable or wears very well at all. They just want to sell it. So anyway, I won't rant about that. So it's going to be interesting to see if I have enough to do this, because I'm actually pretty close to being out here. I didn't realize that when I brought the machine down here, how low I was in the tank. I might make it. We'll see. It'll be close. I only intend to do this basement area with the Ironman. I'm not doing it in my standard two-step on this area, because it's really not. Actually, there's no obvious soiling in this area, so. And I will be running a vacuum over this to groom it, to finish it. I did get quite a bit of junk out of the carpet in the pre-vacuuming, so that's one of the reasons why I would prefer to post-vacuum, because I know I'll pick up even more. I won't do it underneath things, like as you'll see in a minute. I'm going to put that bookshelf back, because I've got my handy dandy little grooming tool. There we go. I think that'll probably work. Okay. I've only got 2 or 3 inches of solution in the tank. But I should make it, I think. This is a hide-a-bed, so it's got a little bit of weight to it. You can see the marks from the bed frame as it's kind of compressed into the carpet there a little bit. Park that out of the way. And put my knee against the arm and push it with my leg, actually. What I usually will do. Keep. Oh, there's a gummy. Ooh, yummy. I put that up there. Okay. Now I just need to do in front of the chairs. Then I can drop them because I just tipped them back. Another candy or something in there. Just it kicked out from under the couch. I moved it. Okay. And I can drop, room this, and then drop them. You can see the where the right this area right here, the panel is actually standing up quite well, but in front it's actually compressed, and the this is a type of carpet where the end of the iron is actually breaking off, so the carpet is actually losing height, and you can't fix that. It's just wearing. All right, let's see. That's there. And that's there. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I got enough to finish. For sure. Alright. So this is my last job for a couple of weeks because I have to go get surgery tomorrow. And day surgery. Should be hopefully a very routine kind of a thing. They use lasers. What they can do now is pretty amazing. But anyway, so I'll be put under and they'll do their thing, and then I'll have a little nap, and then I'll hopefully in 2 or 3 hours I'll be awake and go back home. Have to have some let's put it this way, special kind of plumbing attached for a day or two, and then I decided I'd just not push it, take a couple weeks off. And which is all right. February is usually our slower month, but we've actually been. It's the 4th today, and I can be pretty much full time this January and February so far. But I'm gonna take the 2 weeks off. I don't think I probably need 2 weeks to recover, but I said to my wife, let's just take some time off. So we'll do that. I seem to be binding just a little bit. Yeah. It's kind of hooked around the corner there. Weather said it was possibly gonna snow later this afternoon, but I don't see it out there yet. It's cold enough to snow, that's for sure. I'm just going to go over this area just a little bit more. It doesn't really look like it needs it, but definitely has got all the area in the basement here is where the greatest wear and tear has been happening, so I'll just do a little extra here. Of course, this is doing 360-degree cleaning passes per second on the carpet, so there's a lot of action going on. You can see, by the way, if you can tell on the camera, but it is really lifting the pile. There's not much pile there, but it is lifting it quite well. The Ironman pads, although they're not really that aggressive, they do have the loopy texture to them, so they actually do lift quite well. If I really want to lift, I'll go to a fiber pad. Especially the hugs here, it really lifts well. But this is doing just fine for this area. This is actually the third time I've been in this house, but I've never cleaned this basement area. It was always just the upstairs area I did, so this time she wanted to get it all done, which I'm happy to do. And also I did a little area rug at the front door, a 6x8 I think it was. That's all done. And after I finish this, I have 2 sets of stairs, and then I run the vacuum over and I'm done. Of course, I use the Oric on the steps. Does a wonderful job. And so I'm done the basement, other than running the vacuum over it. And so I'll finish, and I'll let you all go. So have a good rest of your day.